But we can't hear you. But we can't hear you.
You guys didn't hear any of that, did you?
No, unfortunately.
No.
All right. Well, thank you for letting us know. So I was introducing myself. I'm Tygon, and we're here with Henry.
Sheldon.
Yes, yes, yes. And so I was just saying thanks to Anna for the introduction, and welcome to everyone to the podcasting workshop, Intro to Podcasting. So we are handing out some handouts here in the room, but for our folks online, we'll have some slides on the screen that we will be.
So these
We'll be going through.
handouts are actually notebooks. So
Yes.
literally the entire
So get your notes ready.
shop that we're going through is literally in there.
Here.
Some of them you
Your
need
app
to
or your pen and paper.
write down notes and write down answers.
Okay.
All right.
Does anyone need a pen? Good. Everybody good?
Yeah.
So can my folks online see you can see the slideshow, correct?
No, we don't see a slideshow.
Oh, you have to share your screen.
I have to share my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. More of a Google guy, I guess. But Toolkit. There we go. So this one. There we go. All right. So now we should be able to see. Everyone should be able to see, right?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. So there's a question on here for everyone. And we would like to know from each and every person. Welcome, welcome.
I know someone here. We are creative. I met you or I've seen you somewhere. Let's include one around. Let's just do since it's such a small class.
Yeah.
Everybody just go around and give us your name and then the answer to everything.
Okay. Yes.
Because I thought because of before.
So okay. So let's start with actually someone online. Does anyone have a answer for me? Let's start with Tanzina.
I don't have a favorite podcast, but I usually listen to podcasts that are kind of based on my interest, like Reiki or meditation or advice on arts and stuff like that. So
Mm. So
whenever I have time, I'll just kind of do a search and see what comes up and what seems interesting, and then I'll probably listen to a few of them in a row.
Okay. So that's your strategy to get right to the meat of what you're looking for.
Right.
Nice. Okay, so I guess you'd be more of a hashtag surfer, in a way. In a way.
Probably.
She's like the podcast equivalent to those people who say I listen to every kind of music. I don't have a favorite. Yeah, I don't have a favorite. I just like what I like, what it sounds.
Yeah, that's true.
Pardon me?
I'm in that book
You're in that
too.
book
'Cause I don't
too?
have like a favorite. I listen to like audiobooks.
Okay.
Like go back and forth for audiobooks to like affirmations,
Okay.
mantras every morning. Like
Okay.
I wake up to mantras in my ears. Like I
Right.
set it on my phone so that it goes to Spotify
Okay.
and picks a random one. My, like, list.
Okay.
So that I wake up to like first angel sounds, then it goes into anyway, mantras, affirmations, ebooks.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I was gonna ask if you don't have a favorite one of all time, do you have something that
Oh, reference-wise, yes. We love hip hop or the GT show.
Okay.
Like
GTV.
GTV network is like their platform name.
Oh, and then
Yeah.
the show is called
We love hip hop.
We Love It. Okay.
No, those are two different podcasts.
Oh, the two different podcasts?
They used to do podcasts together, both of the guys.
Oh,
Two separate platforms.
okay.
But I like to go back and forth to see like what type of like Toronto news they're capturing or what's happening.
I was just about to ask you,
Yeah.
why do you like those specific podcasts?
Yeah.
What is it like?
'Cause,
What
like,
is it about?
Our
network?
actual news network doesn't really cover the stories,
Okay.
like all the stories, or
Yeah.
cover specific people's stories, like individuals.
Right.
As opposed to like broad news.
Yeah.
So I like hearing like, okay, what's actually happening in this city? Like
Right.
a couple days ago, Drake had his album released inside a giant ice cube around the corner downtown from the Lincoln Center, and a bunch of streamers. They went and they tried to break out the album release so they can go to Drake's house. So like this was happening live, but you wouldn't know unless you were on their platforms of them going downtown to report about this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I was like, whoa, this is crazy.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Very
All right.
interesting.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
thank you. And that was from Rare. Should we
Yeah.
call you Rare?
Yeah. They
Okay.
know me.
All right. So,
By now.
so yes, let's go back to Mark.
Mark. Yes, let's get Mark.
Yes.
So I listened to quite a few podcasts, but the two main ones, well, three. One would be the Diary of a CEO. He has this like
Oh,
interview
I love that
style.
one.
Oh, you know.
The room, everybody in the room seems to love that one, including myself.
For the one person who doesn't know, who
Yeah.
is the CEO that podcast is about?
It's about any and every CEO.
Oh, it's different ones all the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Different
okay,
guests
okay.
on like various topics.
Oh,
That's
okay.
always a good one.
Boss of their game.
Okay,
And-
I'm gonna definitely check that one out.
Yeah, man, it's a good one for sure.
All right, sorry, Mark. We didn't mean to steal your spotlight. Continue.
No, it's a good podcast. I understand.
Yeah.
Another one would be the Mr. Ballin podcast. That's more of a like crimes and like horror stories in the background that kind of just passes time and whatnot. And
Okay.
a third one would be one on like relationships and like life advice, like I forget her name, like the Let Them theory and stuff like that. But like stuff like that.
Theory?
Let Them.
Mel Robbins.
Yes. Yeah. There you go. Yes.
Yes.
The 5 minute rule. Is she the one
Right.
that?
No, she's the
She
Let
wrote
Them
that
theory. The Let Them theory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I think I'm going back in the past.
Yeah, you're
too
going
far
back
back.
into- yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're not related.
Oh no.
Who?
Tony Robbins.
Oh,
No.
that would be crazy. Right.
That would be- Yeah.
Mhm. True. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Mark. Those are some. You definitely need for it.
Oh, we didn't get that second part of the why. What is it about those podcasts that speak to you? Like,
Especially with Mel Robbins, it really makes me self-reflect and like think and just like listen more and more. It gets me really immersed in the topics. Same thing with
Okay.
Diary of a CEO. It's just so engaging to listen to
Yeah.
and watch and learn new things. That's what keeps me around.
the Diary of a CEO, I'm curious, is the format like an interview format? Like, is the CEO
Yeah.
on?
It's
Okay.
typically always interview format with Steve
Okay.
Bartlett.
Yeah, at least 1 hour usually. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
All right, that sounds great. All right. Interesting. All right. I'm really very fascinated by number one, first of all, we're passionate about podcasts around here. Let's just get that out of there. Okay. So like, just on a fan level, I like to hear what other people are listening to and discover new podcasts. But then on just, on this level of, trying to teach this medium to other people and also being very passionate about it myself, I like to find it fascinating to see what you guys are listening up to out on the streets, as they say.
Yeah.
So far, no one has mentioned the types of podcasts.
Didn't ask us.
Uh, Oh, I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you guys. That's why I wanted to pause for a second. I was wanted to like, pardon me?
You're saying no one has mentioned?
Yes, no one has mentioned the type of podcast that I was expecting because, I guess in the media, certain types of content gets pushed the most. So then you could be led to think and believe that's all that everybody listens to, right? Doesn't matter whether it's music or podcast or TV, so yeah, that's why I'm very fascinated by the choices so far. Nothing has been like really just very vanilla plain.
Okay, wait, maybe the Breakfast Club. That's also a
Yeah,
good podcast.
there you go. Yeah.
That's the first podcast I've ever discovered, like with podcasting.
Really?
It was
Okay.
like the celebrity music release or
yes, exactly. Yeah.
It's like BET and 106 and Park.
Yes,
those,
exactly. Yeah.
Throwback.
It's a very well done podcast.
Yeah.
From its time.
I'm curious. Did you discover them before or after they were on Spotify? Because they just recently got on Spotify.
Before, because they use a lot of really good marketing techniques to get it on social media platforms.
Okay.
And their YouTube presence is very strong.
Yeah.
So it was like on YouTube as an ad or something first.
Yes.
And it was like, oh, this is an IG. Then I followed on there, and then it started to create like a stream of interest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they did some collaborations with like local emerging artists. And I was like, oh, I know that artist, or I seen how that artist started up or whatever. And then next thing you know, they're like a major celebrity after being on the Breakfast Club. So it's a good like awareness platform.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's a perfect segue to the last two people.
Yeah.
So all the ones that I think Mark mentioned, and I like watching them on YouTube.
Okay.
Like I don't really listen.
You have good taste.
I don't really listen to them.
Thank you.
Well, what?
He said y'all have good taste.
Yeah, and also I like
Likewise, man.
Abba and Preach, but I listen to them on YouTube. Like I like to listen to them on YouTube. But when I the ones I thought of for podcasts are actually they're all around mental health and Black women. I think a couple of them I'm thinking of are Grieving Space Collective. And the person who does that, her name is Shalene Knight. She's an author, but she also does, I would like to call it, she's like a concierge for writers and authors.
Okay.
Like she kind of, she's worked in different areas in the industry, but she gives a lot of sound advice and how to take care of yourself in this industry. And she's kind of like a coach as well.
Yeah.
And then the other one that came to mind was called Black Girl Therapy. It's Dr. Thema. And she is like she speaks to you, encourage you around different topics. And she'll open with a letter from a fan. And it's just that kind of spiritual stuff, that grounding. And then another one I like is Black Girl Lost Keys. So I have ADHD, but I was listening to a lot of these podcasts to understand. Before I even got a formal diagnosis, I was trying to understand what it was. And I was listening to all these different podcasts, people describing how they coped, and it helped me to figure out, and it helped me to feel more confident about pursuing like the formal diagnosis. But those are the top three that I listen to.
Yeah.
But like I said, I usually, those other ones I watch.
Right.
Yeah.
I like how before you go, right? I like how you have your different types, your groups of podcasts. So you said you have your set that you watch mostly, and you have your set that that you listen to for your that's one of the things that made me passionate about podcasts in general to begin with, is that it's just so diverse. It reminds me of hip hop back in the days when it was first conceived. It's just like so many different flavors for everybody. So yeah, it's good to know. All right. Passing it on to wait, did we get your name?
Nadia.
Thank you, Nadia. All right, last person in the room. In the back. Yes.
We know this guy.
We know long time friend of the podcast.
Hearing everybody's and not hearing anything that was on my list, I was like, oh, let me just pull it up because I listen to podcasts all the time. So I bounce around, but lately I've been listening to Away with Words. You'll Hear It. And third one that I'm listening to lately is, wait, it's not even there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was gonna say the NPR ones. Like I bounce around some of those ones, like Hidden Brain and Freakonomics and that kind of stuff.
I'm gonna ask you something.
Malcolm Gladwell. He went me that one. It's good too.
Okay.
This stuff's good too.
The Malcolm Gladwell podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hidden Brain.
Interesting.
What is the first one you said?
Away with Words.
Yeah, what is that?
So I discovered this just maybe in the last 2 months.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly how I discovered it. I was looking for a new podcast and I was just searching topics or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it's actually a radio show.
Okay.
And I figured that out after I was listening for a while because they have people call in and they'll be like, so my mom used to always say to me, you know, get your boots up, we're going out. And they're like, where did that phrase come from? And they just explain the history of where that phrase came from.
Wow.
So there'll be probably 10 or 15 phrases in an hour episode.
In each episode?
Yeah.
You go through that many of them?
That's cool.
Yeah, maybe not that much in one episode, but yeah.
That sounds like a fun time, especially
Yeah.
if you're someone who's fascinated with words. And
That's me right there. I'm getting on that.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah. For anyone who's a writer, might be something you enjoy.
You like
Anyone?
and lastly, we didn't get your name.
Greg.
Thank you.
All right. Yes.
And full transparency as we move on to the next slide. Craig is literally my brother from the same mother. And
Yes. He's my brother from another mother. Just like Henry. So yeah.
yes.
Yeah, we know this guy. We're well aware of each other. So thank you everyone for sharing your thoughts. I hope you guys took some ideas from each other. And moving right along is another question. So we talked about what gets us excited, but as a creative, there's no mystery about it. We all struggle in some kind of way, or we all have a challenge that we need to overcome, or a skill we need to build, so on and so forth. So, sorry, I was supposed to hide this from them. Yeah. Well, sorry guys, you didn't see that. Hey, you guys online, you didn't see that.
Didn't see what?
I want your own original. See, Mark.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, but hold on. I want you to Clarn. This is one of our first participation points. So we want you guys to individually make sure, just write it down in your notes.
Take a minute.
Take a minute, think about it, and write down the specific. I know, but we want you. We want you to write it down. Yes. There's a method to the madness. Don't worry. Trust me.
For a purpose.
Yes, for purpose.
So folks online, if you have your sticky notes or your notebook app or a piece of paper, definitely write down what you think as well. Take a moment.
Don't worry, we're still gonna give you the
answer to the question.
No, we're still gonna give you the opportunity to share it to the class.
Okay.
And then we'll give you the correct answer.
The solution oriented.
All right. So I think at least one person is ready.
Yes.
With an answer for us. All right. So let us hear from Rare.
Before Rare goes, I just wanted to check in. Is there any Tanzania? Tanzania?
Oh,
just want to make sure she's still with us. Is she still there, alive?
I'm here.
All right.
Perfect.
Right.
So, by the way, Tanzina, am I pronouncing your name correctly? Is it Tanzina?
Yes, you are. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Tanzina?
Yeah.
Get ready because you're going to be called on next. All right.
I haven't written down my notes yet.
Okay. We'll give you some more time then. We'll give you another person after this. All right, go ahead.
All right.
How you doing?
Okay, so what's stopping me is the equipment.
Okay.
I just have like
Okay.
the basics. I started to do some voice recording on my phone, but then storage is a barrier with the phone. Like I already pay Google for their external. I have a Google Pixel, so I already pay them to have extra storage.
Wow.
But I'm a photographer too, so all my
Okay.
storage is taken up by photos, so I don't
That's
have
what I'm
storage
saying.
for audio.
Okay, right.
But then I invested in the Yeti mic and a computer for specifically just
System.
building this podcast that I hope to have in the future because I don't have one yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just had the mic. I think Audacity is the free program I downloaded.
Yeah.
It's like a blue headphone. Okay, yeah, that one. And then Yeti, that.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, Rare,
Right.
as of this moment right now, the only thing that's stopping you from doing the podcast yourself is some more equipment.
I need more equipment.
Yes, that's the only thing that's stopping you.
Oh.
I'm asking you.
I
Is that what
assume
you
so.
said?
I thought the Yeti mic was enough to do it. I see people on YouTube doing all types of stuff with this.
Okay.
I even have the muffler for the top.
Okay. So you have enough equipment now, is what you're saying.
I don't know. Do I have enough?
I'm literally
I'm not
asking
sure.
you. I'm asking you. I don't know.
I'm trying to get a sense of how you feel about
I'm asking how you feel about it. Are you feeling like you have all the equipment you need, or are you saying you feel like you need more equipment?
I
That's what
feel
I'm
like I
asking.
need more equipment because I haven't even tested it out yet because I need the basics of how to build it.
Okay.
So that from the information of like starting up a podcast
Yes.
to understanding if I need more equipment than these basics that I was told.
Okay.
And if I'm using the right software.
Okay.
So those three. Big
Okay.
three.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm really hearing then, that's why I was just digging a little deeper, because
Yeah.
what I'm really hearing then is not just the equipment, it's also some knowledge gap
Yeah.
that you need to fill in, that you need. Yes.
Yeah. Like is there special like editing software
Right,
other
exactly.
than Audacity? Because I just see, you know, you can record and put it up there. But then what if you want to mix and master it a little bit more, like tweak
Right.
or enhance
man.
it
There's more sophisticated stuff available for free.
for free?
Yeah.
We like free.com.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right, excellent answer. Thank you, Rare. We'll go to the next person real quick online.
All right. So we're going to Mark.
For me, I wrote down the equipment tech support thing also. I only have the Yeti mic. Like the idea of like storage space and whatnot also kind of gave me some barriers with that because I only have a cell phone also. Having a team also was kind of like a thing with me. Like I want someone to like co-host with, or like maybe like work together on the tech or something like that. That's been a little challenge.
Yeah.
And organizing like the structure of the episodes, because I want to like record more than one at a time, like maybe two or three at a time, and then release maybe weekly or something. This also plays back to the team thing too, like having like hey, like can you help with this, or like what do you think about this, something like that. I think those are my main barriers.
Okay. So, and if I'm going to recap it for myself, it's the equipment again to a small degree at this point, not a full degree, but a little bit.
Yeah.
The team,
right?
You guys.
Basically, those are that's really the biggest one, because the other ones are really offshoots of other things that you're gonna have to like figure out, but you want a team to help you figure them out.
Yeah.
You got it.
Okay. All right. All right. Awesome. I love that answer, Mark. Thank you. And that. Who's next in the room? Craig. Yeah. Well, I guess you're gonna share from perspective. So I'm gonna be transparent.
Yeah.
Like Craig is my brother, and him and I have been doing this podcasting for a long time. So I know he's done podcasts before. Mm-hmm. So I'm interested to see how you answer this question from a different perspective.
So because you forced me to write it down,
okay,
I have to assess why I'm not currently releasing episodes of a podcast that I have and people enjoy.
Okay, I like that. Thank you, sir. All right, let's get to it.
All right.
So right at the top of the list is time after other priorities.
Okay.
Mhm.
Number 2 bullet was help producing or editing, because then I wouldn't have to spend so much time.
All right.
So is that going what you're saying, Mark?
And the third one was preferably a consistent location or venue for recording the episodes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could do it at home,
Right.
but like if I'm having a guest,
Yeah.
I want something a bit more consistent.
Yeah. And aside from your personal space, perhaps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Got you.
that's definitely a fair fair concern. Yeah.
So I summed it up with time, energy, and focus.
Nice. Time, energy, and focus.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
I just have a quick question before we go to Tanzania.
You're missing.
Sorry,
Tanzina.
Tanzania. Can you guys hear us? Not hear us. Can you guys hear like the rest of the people when they're giving their answers? Could you guys hear Craig clearly?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I'm going sure. Okay,
You
Okay.
can.
all right.
Perfect.
And
So,
for answer,
huh?
one more person.
Oh yeah, go ahead. So please go ahead and tell us what you think, Tanzina.
Yeah, so for me, I'm kind of in the beginner stage, and like I had the change in my career path um due to some personal situations. I stopped working, and now I'm trying to kind of build my career on like art and wellness and Reiki meditation. So it's kind of still trying to figure out which path do I want to take. And I've been using social media so far to grow, but I have been thinking about also adding a podcast and YouTube channel. It's just trying to figure out what exactly like which path exactly I want to focus on for that, like a niche. Um and partly procrastination, don't know where to start. And
Tanzina.
partly what the Mark said, like the technical know-how, I guess. So a bit of all of that. I have like lists and plans and like putting my thoughts on my phone or paper, and like I've been kind of making all these lists of what I want to do, but I need to streamline things.
That's an amazing answer, Tanzina. I didn't expect you to go so deep after you were being so timid in the beginning when I said you an answer. But that's an amazing answer. So I heard so much in there, but I'm gonna pick out 3. I think that really stood out to me was the lack of like the knowledge of how to get what you want done.
Right.
You also said lack of direction, like you have so many lists and so many different thoughts, but you're trying to figure out which direction to go in. So it's more of like you have a lack of like direction and focus.
Yeah, the simplifying and the clarity on
Yes.
what's next.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Clarity. Yeah.
Mhm.
There was a third one. What was the third one? Was the first one she said? I don't know what it was.
Streamlining.
Procrastination. Oh, yes, procrastination was, you said that at the end, which is don't feel bad. That we all deal with that. The procrastination for sure.
Yeah.
But now I remember what it was now. When you were saying that you're trying to figure out which direction to go in with all these things, I also wanted to
like
ask
trying
you,
to find a niche.
yes.
Mhm.
But also in this in determining that, like whether you want to go YouTube or podcast, part of that process, decision-making process, have you considered which one of those platforms actually is a platform that's most natural to fit in your life and in your lifestyle and in your modality as a creative? Did you consider that as well?
Um, like I would prefer something more visual, so YouTube,
Okay.
I guess. But then again, it's just when I think about it, okay, that means it's a lot more in terms of setup. Like, where am I going to do that? They're going to see me. Do I need
Right.
to like dress up properly or
Right.
like set
Right.
up my room and
Yes.
all kinds of stuff?
Yes. All these other considerations.
Yeah.
So thank you for that response, and Tanzina. I just wanted to dig
Thank you.
deeper on that because what I wanted to say is that this is another reason why we like the medium of podcasting. Um,
Hmm.
it's I believe it to be the most flexible of all the mediums because you literally can decide in a moment that, you know what, I want to start my own podcast. And
Hmm.
I'm just high enough right now to just do it. And I pull out a phone, download the app, create an account, start talking in my phone, publish that, and voila, I have a podcast, literally. And I don't have to worry about what I look like, who can see me, who can, it's literally but you can also go the extreme other end as the the networks do, and the you know big companies, breakfast television, and have a full on
Right. Production.
that that's
Hmm.
very eye appealing and all of that, and that's fun too. So yeah, that's why I like podcasting. So I wanted you guys to think about that as we're moving forward. The format.
Hmm.
Format
Okay.
is also a very crucial thing to your podcast. You don't want to just think about what's the popular format, but you want to think about the format that's most natural to fit to you. Because if you pick the most popular format, but you hate doing it and it takes you 6 months between episodes to create something and put it out, it's not going to serve you. You got to pick the format that you're going to look forward to doing and that you're going to want to do every day, and that's going to come natural to you. Right? All right.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you can expand to,
Yeah.
the less comfortable ones after you have something that's already working.
Yes.
Right?
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Well,
No problem. Thank you for your answer. So you guys have covered pretty much, I would say, 90% of what we have anticipated. And our list goes something like this, lacking confidence, where I'm sure we can all relate to this in some kind of way, where because you're not sure how something is done or what equipment you might need or who you need to call, you feel like a lack of certainty and confidence. A lot of folks I've personally heard say, I don't like the sound of my own voice. I was one of them. I'm an artist. I perform on stages. I like the sound of my own voice on a stage now. But I had to learn, like it didn't start that way for some reason. Um, the Not having the right equipment or feeling like I'm not ready. These in today's world is one and the same almost, because we all have a phone, so we all have the right equipment for virtually any type of media production. Um, but we may not all know which app you should use or which phone, how does that go? So that's why we're here, to help you understand how the tools that are available can connect and help you to serve the purpose you're trying to serve. Um, and of course, the last one on the list, but definitely not the least, I would say probably the greatest of all.
Sometimes, to be honest.
Yeah, is a lack of structure. I heard a wise person say, if you don't have structure, you can't have peace unless you have structure. And I agree fully. And without accountability and ownership, the things, whatever you're going to structure is only going to be partial until you fully own your work and you fully own what it is you're to create. You're not going to be able to structure something that's going to fully work.
Right. Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So Yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for your participation. And
That brings us to the next slide,
yes.
which is what, really what we're all about here. Creative Rise U. We're the host of this, not the host, sorry. Our Togo is the host. We're the facilitators of this workshop. They generously invited us in here because this is something that we do outside of just Art Etobicoke. We actually have been doing workshops for many, many years. But most recently, as Creative Rise U, we've been doing a lot of online workshops for the last since last summer. We have our own Eventbrite page, and we're going to invite you guys to learn about that later on in the workshop. But we just wanted to take this opportunity to say this is why we're here today. The last thing that we said people struggle with, the structure and accountability. We believe that is probably the biggest thing out of all the other things is the structure and accountability. And we think we found a way to successfully repeat that over and over again to actually accomplish many projects, many endeavors creatively over the last 10, 15 years. We slowly, created a process where we really got it down to a sort of a science. Like we could crank out ideas and from conception to in a very fast time. Yes. So we want to share with the world. So that's what we're here today. We're talking about podcasting. Our goal is to help you unleash, elevate, and thrive through providing you clarity, systems, and mindsets that will get you from vision to end. So as it pertains to podcast specifically, and again, you guys can see this in the notebooks. It's not our first rodeo. We do have our own podcast called the Creative Rise Podcast, and it is a podcast about helping creatives who are independent creatives like us, just unleash, elevate, and thrive, to put it in simple words. Yes. But we also interview a lot of other, successful creatives. Like we have friends in the music industry, because as Tygon said earlier, that's where we actually started in the 90s. So like my friend Chris Anderson, he's on our latest episode. I grew up with him. Started when he was in his condo making beats in his condo in the 90s. Now he does he has his own studio in Mississauga. He does work for all the Sony, all the labels. He produced Justin Bieber's album. What's the other guy's name? Nick Lachey. He works with all of them, but he's the guest on our last episode of the podcast, and that's one thing. But we've been doing podcasts on a personal level outside of the Creative Rise podcast since like 2008, so almost 20 years now. And we've done different topics. I've done podcasts about movies and television, pop culture, comics, to the other extreme, sex and dating and relationships, audio diaries, audio books, motivational podcasts. You think of it, we've touched on it. We've even had at least two other creative themed podcasts in addition to this Creative Rise. My brother and I did Live in Rock back in the days, which was another creative one. But my point is, we're passionate about podcasts. Yeah. So any questions you guys have about podcasts that is not covered by the end of this workshop, we are the people to reach out to continue to help you on your journey, and we'll be very happy to do so. And we'll talk about that later. But I just want to let you guys know you're in good hands. All right. All right. Go to the next one.
All right. So our agenda tonight is to go through Spotify. I'm sure we've all heard of Spotify. So we're going to do a little demo, because this is our recommended platform for podcasting. And we'll also touch on Canva, which is a really awesome, again, free resource where you can do your cover art, can get things done really quickly, and make your podcast look really well branded. And then we're going to touch on mindset and monetization. And if there's questions and answers afterwards, we'll
I can make a reel of you guys as we're talking. Are you okay to get
Yeah,
on the
that's
ice
Okay,
good.
yeah, yeah,
That's
cream?
fine.
All right, great, because I reel's
That's- Oh, you want the agenda again?
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm doing the agenda again. Please forgive me. It's
You have a question after.
it's for the media. It's for the paparazzi.
Yes.
So again, we're gonna go through the Spotify basics. So Spotify is our recommended app that you want to use to do your podcast, and we're also going to touch on Canva, where you can do cover art and you can get your podcast looking very nicely branded, snip snap, and it's a free resource like Spotify. And then we're going to touch on mindset and monetization, and those are the major foundational pieces that we can't leave out ever.
Right.
Please and thanks. And then we'll get into some question and answers. All right.
Thank you, creative version.
Before we have
Welcome.
Nadia's question answered, I also just want to clarify. This workshop we're doing right now is on its own is usually like an hour and a half as itself. But today, because we're in the archetypical space, we have like a shrunken version of it, and we've been taking our time on the introduction and all that. This is just a shrunken version of it. With the time we have left, we're gonna really go quickly. That's why we make sure we get everyone the handout so you can take your time on your own later on
Yes.
and be able to, slowly go through it and take them, right? And then through next steps, we'll tell you how. But we have about 25 minutes to get through all of that stuff we just mentioned. So just letting you know. All right, fair warning.
And mind you, it's a demo.
Yeah.
So
So
we encourage you to. I'm sorry.
my question.
Okay.
Yes,
My
the question.
Go ahead.
is, I have a Substack. I understand you can create like a podcast with the Substack. So will you be able to address how to connect the two?
Okay, so first of all, I don't even know what Substack is. Let's just say that. But secondly, yes, I will definitely talk about anything that you like, any kind of thing that's separate from Spotify. Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll explore and we'll figure it out together. The other thing I should also say is everything we're doing today is just focused on one aspect of podcasting, which is the technical aspects and the sort of like the creation of the technical pieces. But we're not even touching the content part of developing your actual show and what your shows are going to be about. That's a whole other piece. That's other stuff that we know is important, but that's something that's for another day. Yeah.
Toba could bring you back for another session, so it's like different parts.
Well,
Like,
that's
if
For
it comes
this
back.
topic, not for now.
Oh,
Our next workshop is about marketing for creatives.
we need a series of podcasts, like a 4-week.
We'll keep it in mind, but we have scheduled the rest of the year for that workshop. So yeah.
Don't worry, we have options for you though. Don't worry, we got
Okay.
options.
Do you teach these workshops across the city, like in 10 locations?
Yeah.
Like the full version of.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll be following y'all on that.
I'll also be following.
Say,
All right.
friend, we go collab.
And we also do them virtual as well, wherever you are, guys. But yes, in person for sure. Questions for clarity.
All right. So this one, I'm just gonna ask one or two people. I want everyone to write the answer down, but we're just gonna get one person to share their answer.
Yeah, we might not take the full 5 minutes.
An example.
All right. Craig has volunteered. He wants us to use his. All right. But please, everybody else, please take the time to write it down because it's very important. It's part of the process.
Yes.
Because we want to help you beyond just this moment in this. We want to help you actually get your podcast, whatever you're thinking about, off the ground, starting from right now today. This is the beginning of the journey. Okay, Craig, go ahead.
What is my podcast about?
Yes.
Creative conversations.
And why are you starting it?
Because as my good friend inspired me one day to say two things I love is coffee and creative conversations.
Okay.
And therefore that was the birth of the podcast.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. I'm going to challenge you real quickly. That tells me why you're choosing podcasts and coffee and putting them together. But why are you talking to creatives? Why are you not talking to bus drivers
Primarily because
or musicians?
well, musicians
Only,
are creative.
only musicians.
Well, my statement of I love creative conversations
Yes.
extends to other forms of creativity.
Okay.
So it's basically the why is that's where my passion
That's where your pat. Thank you. All right. All right. Cool.
All right. Mm-hmm.
All right.
So one person from online? Perhaps?
No.
Oh,
Craig's the one.
Craig's the only one?
Yeah, we're only getting one person
All
because
right.
of the time.
All right.
Next
Okay.
slide.
For the sake of time, guys. Hopefully everyone wrote it down.
What I heard Mark saying something. What was that?
I think he just said okay.
Oh no, yeah, I just said okay. I was
Okay.
gonna go next, but time.
I was gonna call on you next.
All right,
Yeah.
go ahead. That makes sense.
Okay, super quickly. Mine is gonna be about it was gonna be about like mental health, especially for like Black Caribbean males. I'm from the Bahamas. I'm also a mental health advocate and poet,
Yeah.
and that's definitely a passion of mine because Black and Caribbean we don't take it seriously, and I'm a yapper, and we have a lot of passionate topics to talk about.
So true.
It's facts. That's a very, very, very noble actual podcast topic or theme. Yeah.
Lessons, man.
Yeah, man. I agree.
So both you, Mark, and Craig have shared a desire to share something because you have a passion for it. So I just wanted to highlight that because it's not you guys, we're not doing podcasts just for the fun of it. We are doing it for the fun of it, but most of the time there's always some sort of bigger passion behind that fun. And that's going to be your why that makes you show up and buy into believing yourself to keep going and keep doing it. If it was just fun alone, that's why we procrastinate and say, you know what, I'm not going to do it, or I'm going to choose to do something else over it every time. Is because if it's just for fun, then we'll never stick with it or never build the structure and accountability and stick to it. So food for thought. Anyways, all right, next slide.
All right.
So we use Spotify for podcasters. That's the app. I'd like to get everybody to, if you do have your phone, it would be great for you to to go on there and
Update.
Yep.
Oh, it's easy like that. Yeah, take pictures.
So the app we're going to use is Spotify for creators, and then you can show them the next slide.
Yep. So yeah, you can literally go into the App Store or the Android store and download Spotify for creators. It's a purple version of the logo, I believe. Yep.
Yep. So this is what we're doing. It looks like the regular Spotify logo, but it's purple.
Yep.
Spotify creators.
So this is where you want to create an account, guys. And
we're not going to create the account today in the workshop, but we just want to make sure everybody knows what it is and they can download it on their phone so that when they leave, you can, yeah.
Yes. So for the folks online, maybe you could do a screenshot if you wish, if you feel like this slide right here is something you want to look at again later.
So we'll have to pay for it later, and like this platform is free.
No, this is that demo there, that's just for us in the workshop. We're doing a demo. Oh. That's what we're saying. Yeah. Okay. But the app is fully functional.
I thought it was one of those like you could demo.
No.
No, we wouldn't set you up like that. No. That would be terrible. So yeah, it's free. We can't say it's free forever, but for the known future, it's fully free. Yeah. All right. And then if you use a working email, that's recommended.
I'm gonna ask you, Nadia, about this is just for me.
Sure, yeah.
Could you tell me now? This is the perfect time for me to know what the platform you said that you're using?
Okay, so Substack started off as like a blog site
Okay.
in a way, but now it's evolved. So a lot of writers have accounts on it.
Okay.
This gives us a chance to just write. So I do this have a blog on my website now. That's my blog. I do
On
my
Substack.
newsletters on Substack.
Okay.
And now they've created a feature on it that you can create podcasts. And I actually tried to create a podcast, but I didn't know the next step. So I have like my first episode, and it kind of just, I didn't know where to go with it. So you can create the recording, you can create audio versions of your posts.
Okay.
You can, there's a lot of different, they keep adding other features.
Okay.
Some people monetize theirs.
Okay.
You get followers and subscribers
Yes.
that way. So, yeah.
So
is that
go ahead.
Is that a free platform and then you
It
pay
is, I
for
know,
pro?
but you can add other things. So it's some people have quite extensive it's almost like it's almost like a Patreon. You can have like on sale.
Okay, right. You can create your own community on there and have subscribers and supporters or whatever.
It's like a mix between a Facebook and
TikTok.
blog.
Oh, and a blog.
Or
okay.
blogger.
Okay. So that is called Substack.
Well, it sounds to me it will be no problem to integrate to connect.
Yeah.
They won't connect directly, as in like
right.
a direct feed from Spotify to Substack, but your content will be easy for you to upload on there and just use the same content on both platforms.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. So continue. Sorry. All right. So moving on now. I think everybody should have had it downloaded. Just gonna go through this real quickly.
Yep.
So to create a podcast, when you're in there, you would just basically click create podcast. It's gonna give you an option to add a new show. I'm just trying to see here. Yes, there we go. So in the bottom left corner, when you're in there, it's gonna give you an option to add a new show. You just click on the add a new show. You put your show name, your description, your language. You're basically gonna fill it out like you're filling out any other online form. And then you go to the next. Can I get next slide, please?
Yep. Is that not it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So when you add a new episode, then it's going to give you the option to upload the episode, upload a clip, start a poll. What we want to focus on right now is upload episode. This here now, I'm just want to let you know, Nadia, this is what I mean by you can use the same content on both platforms.
Okay. Right.
Substack probably has something similar where it's giving you the option. You want to upload. Sometimes they'll give you the option to upload or record live or record.
Yeah.
Right.
That on Substack.
Yeah. So if you're going to record your podcast, my recommendation is record it independently on your own voice thing that you're using.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you
import it
to the different things that you need. So you don't have to do,
So I already have a Spotify account and I actually have a paid one, so I don't get commercials. So I'm wondering, is that the same login info?
Yes. So just hear me out though.
Because I tried it and I'm seeing the green. You said
yes.
it should be purple. Yes.
So hear me out though. This is very crucial. Okay. It's very crucial. It's a tiny thing, but it makes a big difference. Spotify creators, you have to use Spotify for creators specifically to do your podcast. Okay. But for whatever reason, I guess they think it's just easier. If you have a regular Spotify account, you have to use your regular Spotify account.
Oh.
Like they're the same login credentials.
Okay.
Right? Okay. But don't confuse them that it's the same account.
Yeah,
you have to be logged into Spotify for creators to actually use that functionality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well said.
So yes, I just wanted to point out this is how you upload episodes, because that's going to be in terms of standard for doing podcasts, regardless of which platform you use. And as Nadia mentioned, Substack, at some point you're going to have to upload an audio file.
Sorry, quick question. What does upload clip mean? Would that be like a?
Oh, so this is just a feature that Spotify as a platform is trying to beta or share now, that they've created a feature where you can put up like a short clip.
Okay, so like a
separate file. Of your episode. Marketing wise. I think this is already live now because these screenshots are from when I created this like over a year, like way back. So I think that actually exists now.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Sometimes they just loop the small clips.
Right.
Yeah,
Even the art.
views and it
Yeah.
activates the algorithm. Because
Yeah.
they do the same thing on Instagram now, and they do like a trial, and then the trial goes to a bunch of followers that don't follow you.
That's right.
In the chance that they would follow you after.
Right.
And subscribe thing.
All right.
All right.
So that's how you upload the episode. Can you get the next? Yeah, we're gonna skip all this. This is if we were to actually we're gonna skip. I just want to point out. So in our regular workshop, we at this point this is where we get interactive and we let you actually do it. And we record and upload your first episode.
Yes. Just using your phone and your voice note app.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then now we're gonna get into the cover art because the cover art would be the next step. This is what it looks like, by the way, on the screen on the right side when you're putting in your description, your title, and all this stuff for the podcast episode. And then, but right where the arrow is, that's where you put your cover art, and you see that we can press the edit. That's where you would upload your cover art. However, you can't design your cover art in Spotify, so that's where Canva comes
That's where Canva comes in. Yes. So on Canva, I don't know if I want to run over to Canva real quick. I'll literally show you. You can download the app on your mobile. So again, you don't have to go outside of your phone to get this all done if you don't want to. But Canva, just like Spotify for creators, has a desktop version. And literally, if you want to make a podcast.
Can you share that screen or no?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sharing it. My bad.
You see those two?
Sure.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. So we're on Spotify desktop version right now.
Canva.
Sorry, Canva. Thank you. And so we can look for various kinds of templates. They have millions of templates, literally. So if we were to search for podcast cover art, let's say, then they're going to give us many images that are already the square format. It's already got the sort of branding combo of
professional looking or industry standard looking.
Yes.
Yeah.
The yellow is speaking to me.
yellows speaking to you. And then you just you choose your template, you customize it, and you can change your any of the text that you need. You know what I'm saying? And you can change your date, change the time if you have to. Let's say we want to do it at 3 a.m. That would be possible. And so I will demonstrate.
We can choose. Go through that.
No, saves file size. Up it loads faster.
All right.
Where's the podcast?
You're lucky it's digital.
I have a question. Can you create multiple shows on this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Excellent question.
Good question.
I don't know if those guys heard it online, but yes, once you create your account, you can create as many different shows as you want under the same account. Yeah. It's a really cool,
I full disclosure, like you're short on time, so
yeah, right.
So Canva is really easy to use, as you guys can see. And I exported the file, but as we're just going through the light demo, I'll just leave it at that because the uploading process we're demonstrating via screenshots here. Or thought we were.
That was it. We weren't going to demonstrate the upload.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's that for the cover art, and then you step right back into the final production and publishing of your podcast. But before we go there, I just wanted to stop for a quick note on branding, because when you're making the cover, some things that you want to keep in mind is I would just outright say, do not just do a random graphic with no thought, thinking that next time you'll do the same thing again and you'll just whip up graphics. Take a moment and think, what colors do I like? Like, what colors kind of represent me? What would I like to make? What impression would I like to make? So your image is going to make a good first impression if you take a few moments with it. Canva helps a lot because it's already looking professional. And if you see something that's resonating with you and you know you're speaking to people of a like mind, then chances are it will resonate with them too.
Exactly. Yeah.
And consistency as well builds trust. So you have a consistent look to your graphic. You choose your color, your font style, and some shapes or an image that you like to use, perhaps a logo. And that will also help over time as you do your episodes for people to be like, as soon as they see it, you know how it goes. You see the McDonald's, you see Golden Arches, you know what that's all about. You don't have to ask.
Can I slide another piece in there too?
Yep.
Also consider at this point when you're doing the graphic for the show, consider in your design approach to it, whether or not you're going to do graphics for your individual episodes. Are you going to take that route? Because if you are going to take that route, you might want to consider that in your design approach to the show logo.
Yeah.
Because you might want to try and create it in a way that you can keep it consistent with the episodes when you want to change the art for the episodes.
Mm-hmm. Even if it's a dark background or a light background,
Yeah.
or Mm-hmm. All right.
Are you gonna talk at all about taking visual, like video format, and then how to convert that to audio? Like if you recorded it, it's visual, how to make that?
It's not in the program, but that's something we could definitely discuss because at times you do need to do that process.
The short answer is it's very easy to do. Once we show you, you're gonna be like, it's gonna be
In fact,
it's definitely not something that's gonna be a big stumbling block for you. Yeah.
And just for anybody in the room who doesn't know, if you're converting files and media, like VLC, media player, it's been around, VLC. It's been around for the longest time, guys online. It handles most formats of media, so you can convert basically anything to anything. And it's free forever. All right.
Yeah.
So you publish your podcast is the final step. You can publish it right away after you upload your image, or you can schedule it for your preferred regular release date.
Yeah. For Mark who wants to batch record.
Yes.
Yeah, you literally can upload them and just set the dates, and then we'll take
music to my ears.
Wanted to just do a bunch of them and then release them slowly. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's smart. I would probably want to do the same.
Yeah, it's less stressful,
Yeah.
And also, since we're talking about that again, making formats and stuff, I should also mention, I don't know if you know, but Spotify now does do the video format on Spotify as well. Directly.
I saw that with Living Single, the show from the 90s.
Yeah.
They have a show, you can watch it.
Yes.
But it's on Spotify.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah. So just food for thought as well, yeah. All right.
So yes, that was it's very straightforward. You just hit publish and you've released your podcast into the world. So now just want to touch on some mindset anchors, because these are a summary of what Creative Rise U is both operating on and promoting to all of our fellow creatives, so that you can get the best out of your talent and your time, your opportunity. So the number one on the list is, we say, habit force over willpower. It's kind of a word that we made up, but it essentially means what it sounds like. The force of building a habit, and that allows you to have momentum, which is not temporary like your willpower. Your willpower can be exhausted, but habits are like forever, really, until it's for life. The second thing on the list is self-investment. So self-investment over approval, or greater than approval, meaning when a lot of the times when we're trying to perfect our work or get it right, figure out what's the perfect format to do my episode, or what is the right intro to have, or all these various variables. Um, that is a way of looking for the approval of the outside in a way. If you take it too far, it's a way of asking for permission. It's a way of waiting till someone comes along and says, yes, that's good. You should put that out there. So we don't want to do that. We don't wait for support and recognition. We want to recognize ourselves. And that's the investment, to invest in appreciating yourself and remembering that you had an idea and it's good and you're here. That's good. Like, you have opportunity to do something right now. That's good. So final thing is consistency over perfection, which I kind of touched on. And that's just, again, bring it full circle with the habit force. Being consistent is better in every situation that I can think of than being perfect. It's better to show up at 50% every day than to be perfect at something for a few days.
I tell my students the same thing. And so I teach music, so I'm like, I don't want you to be perfect. I just want you to try.
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect. If you're not trying, you get 0.
Right.
So, yeah, they're great. Like, they're kids, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Talk to them, rough them up.
I'm telling you, parents, you didn't try.
But if you try consistently, they get better, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a guarantee.
So can I just slide in there real quick?
Of course.
I love what you just said, Nadia, about talking to your students and telling them, and we're all here having a laugh at the fact that, yes, if they don't try, they're not getting nowhere, and a lot of them don't want to try or whatever. That's it. But here's the thing. What I've experienced with creatives, or just anybody who has a desire to do something creative, we take the opposite perspective with ourselves.
I don't profess to do that myself.
Okay.
She did say, I teach my students.
Yes. And then we get stuck in that, you
Yeah.
know, paralysis of, what is it called?
Analysis paralysis.
Yes,
Yeah.
analysis paralysis.
Yes.
That's it. But we strongly believe, like strongly to the core, that like the planned out, systematic, you know, going for the goal by executing a planned out, well thought out, small piece, step by step process to get there yields so much results, especially over time when you do that over and over again. That's why I love how Mark's talked about like doing the batch and then scheduling his thing, because the consistency is better than perfection.
Yeah,
so
that's right. Talk about it.
If you want to build an audience for your cause, because you're doing your podcast not just for the fun, but in some of your cases you actually have a cause behind it and you want to build an audience. If you just do one, like the best podcast episode anyone has ever seen in their life, ever heard, and you do that today, in the history of podcasting, no one will ever repeat it again. But then you never put out another show again until next year or 5 years from now. You're gonna grow your audience about as fast as down in your bed. But the person who's putting out probably even the most, basic subpar, can't even, no personality, whatever. But they're doing it and putting it out every single week or every single month. Watch, a year from now, 2 years from now, they will be far ahead. Yeah. Right?
It's a law.
Yeah.
Of the universe.
And that's also how you're going to actually grow and become the perfect version of yourself that you envision. Because I hate to break it to you, but the reality is probably more times than not, whatever you're envisioning is not going to be the end results. I've yet to, probably in my 30 years of doing creative stuff, hit it out the park the first time out, like ever. Sorry, go ahead, Nani. Sorry, Rare.
I just had I don't have. Okay, wait. Put it back. Okay, so been using Instagram for a very long time, and I realized that I wasn't posting enough because now the algorithm requires so much from us. So what I'm thinking is like, okay, if I put out a podcast, then I gotta have the episode and upload it quick, like how you guys were showing. But I must also break up that one clip into 4 other clips.
Yes.
Because for the first time in a very long time, I posted like 2 posts in the morning, 2 posts in the afternoon every day for 21 days, because like I teach something called growth mindset. So what I say is if you can repeat anything for 21 days, you build a habit. But if you can do the same thing for 91 days, you build a lifestyle. So I use the marketing technique along with the 21 days. And in 21 days, I hit 100K views on my Instagram, and I only have 5K followers. So out of 5K followers, I was able to increase my view and my marketing to 100K people across Canada, UK, different countries, because I was able to adapt my marketing and branding techniques. And I'm going through a rebrand. So I was like, okay, and people go like the name Rare's Miracle Lab, because I used to be called Rare's World. But there was people out here trying to copy the branding. So I was like, I need to unify myself again. So boom, we went back to the lab, and I was like, you know what? I make miracles happen. So Rare's Miracle Lab. And I'm in the lab, I was cooking up new ideas. So let's see what comes out the lab. So I started using those slogans in the caption, and I started to gain attraction.
Yes.
Law of attraction. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
But you see there, like you're demonstrating exactly like the little steps that you take, regardless of where you're taking it or how you're taking it, each little step in itself is like a pebble going in a pond. It creates a ripple effect.
Yeah.
And then that ripple effect is it can draw things towards you, and it can open doors for you related to the thing that you're stepping out on faith to do. So yes, consistency, we preach it, and that's what we live by. The habit force is how you're gonna build the fortitude to stick to what you're laying out to do. But in addition to the habit force, we say self-investment. That means investing the time, committing to the time, investing the money, the resources. The biggest one is the belief, because a lot of times when it comes to these creative things, we have a lot of self-doubt and self-criticism, and we're our worst critics when it comes to this creative stuff. So we have to invest in our own, believing in our own self.
Right.
And so along those lines, next slide.
Well, before we go to the next slide, I wanted to appreciate the point that Rare made about what results she got from using something very organic, which was her developing her idea.
Yes.
And that's available to all of us in the world of podcasting, because your life is very interesting, even if you don't think it is. People love to see behind the scenes stuff. So if you're courageous enough, or you have something that you'd like to documenting things is an awesome way to step into the world of podcasting, or into expanding your audience. If you have something going on, adding a documentary element.
Right. Just documenting the process or whatever behind the scenes or whatever. Yeah.
That's a lot of content, right?
So I know that's true, but you have to be willing to show your flaws.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's a courage that you must
struggle with that. I just want to show the finished product.
You're right.
I don't want anyone to see the struggle that I go through daily. But as you said, that could be the very thing that people are attracted to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably don't want to see the perfect size, because sometimes my hair's not even brushed properly, and I say, I don't know who needs to hear this, but and I'll hit them with like some motivational content while looking kind of crazy. But like they love it, they eat it up, and that's when I get more views when it's more organic and more real. So people are looking for the real, not polished anymore. That's why the algorithm might not work, because you might be polishing it too much, and real people watching real things on the TV screen.
All right. So thank you. And that is the reason why consistency over perfection is at the bottom. Is simply, even if you have the habit force working at its best for you, we're still liable at any moment as creatives, because we're in a creative work and we're using our emotions and stuff to say, you know what, this one, I think I'm going to go perfect on this one. Okay. and you will crash. You will need to remember, okay, it's better to just get up today and just do it. Okay.
That's such an artist.
All right. So next slide. Are we continuing this or yeah?
Yes.
So yes,
This is a must.
this is a must.
This is homework.
So it's in your handouts and folks online. This is also your homework. Write a micro win habit, which is one action that you'll finish each week in relation to your podcast. Could be recording something, posting something,
Researching something.
Research.
Because some of you guys have knowledge gaps.
Yep.
If you don't know it, if that's what's stopping you, then maybe you need to commit to just
Yep.
finding that thing out, researching that thing out. At least spend some time doing that once a week till you got it down pat.
Yes. And as Henry has reminded me many times, it could be just as simple as opening the app and just clicking on the buttons.
Exploring that.
If you're feeling, a lot of resistance or you find that you're not doing it, even though you want to do it. Yes. All right, everyone got that. Moving right along. So recapping, I would say we can see even from the workshop, but definitely within reach through your phone, through free apps, podcasting goals are within reach for sure. And the resources are accessible. And your mindset is crucial because it's your foundation. Without your mindset, then, without a mindset that is going to help you to keep going, then you might stop. And if you stop, that's the only failure I know of in life is quitting. Like you give up.
I've found in most cases when it comes to anything creative, as long as there's a will, there's a way to get it done. The resource obstacle is an obstacle that I've found more and more through the years, and more as I explored different mediums, that it is not as big as we think it is when we're at the beginning sometimes and we're just trying to do something for the first time. We can definitely get a lot of things done with very little these days, especially in 2026.
Yes. Yes. True that.
Right.
So some tips and then we'll open the floor if there's any questions.
Yep. So that's pretty much it for this section of the podcasting workshop. We're going to open up the Q&A, but I just wanted to give you some last thoughts. Basically, as I said before, this was more supposed on the technical side, but there's the actual content and the branding and the goal of the mission and all of that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So there's some podcasting tips for success. If you are, want to go that direction, these are some ideas, trying to get some sponsors even before you even launch the podcast. Right. Mark, I'm talking to you. Depending on what your podcast is about, you could try and partner with a local business or a local, person to be a sponsor who might be interested.
What would that look like? In fact, what would that look like in finance? Like, if you're starting out, that could be like, is that like, so we're gonna give you $100?
Okay, so I want to be respectful of the time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I also want to be respectful of your question. So there's two answers to the question. The short answer is yes, that what you just said is 100%. It looks like that. It could be $100 for exactly what you just said. It literally could be whatever you want it to be. Okay. It could be no money involved. It could be something where it's like you're literally your hairdresser that you love, and whatever it is that she's gonna do your hair for free for the next year, and she sponsors your podcast, right? And she comes on board and helps you do whatever, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But anyways, I was saying all that to say that's one part of the answer, but the other real part of the answer is that all of these things here that I'm mentioning and more, basically the full developing of your podcast, we want to help you do that, and it's impossible to do that in just a quick 90-minute workshop, right? So that's why we develop our own creative coaching program. It's a program where we are able to talk to you one-on-one and just deep dive into your thing and help you come up with a plan for executing the entire project over a 4-week period.
Your specific project.
Your specific project, yes.
Yeah.
Can I see the next slide? Sorry.
Sure.
Yes. So we'll talk about that. Actually, we'll give you this information in a second. I have to go back. You're right. I forgot. We want to Q&A real quick. Yes. So, and let's get some questions out there.
Yeah. No, I was laughing at one point because when I thought I was ready to start the podcast and I did my first episode.
Yes.
And I started to, it was like weird. I didn't even have any concept. It sounds good, but once I did it, I was like, this is so much more. How do I sustain it? So I had one episode and it was me researching my family history.
Okay.
And playing piano in the background because I'm trying to get over my stage fright.
Okay.
So pianos.
Yes.
So I had it. It's there. It's out there on my Substack, but I didn't do the next episode. So but that was just a thought that came to me. A lot of what you had said is helpful, so thank you. I don't have a specific question, just go.
Well, I appreciate the feedback, both the feedback and the sharing of, that part of your journey with the podcast, because it's just good to see that someone in the class has stepped out and maybe someone else is behind you. One of the things I've learned, again, through the years is that whatever step you're at, as little as you may think that step is, there's somebody behind you that thinks you're right. It's like, man, I wish I could have done that. You're like, you know what I mean? So
that's the truth.
I'm glad to hear that. So we'll help you, like we'll talk after the class and everything, but we'll definitely, if you want to, provide you with resources to help you get there.
I think it's the workload. I think because that perfectionist comes out because one of my podcast ideas is to interview authors. I don't think we get enough shine, right? And I've done a couple on YouTube, but I didn't want to just put the video of me talking. I'm like editing and footage, I'm editing and all this stuff. And it took like, an hour interview is now taking 8 hours to edit.
Right.
That's when I'm like, I can't sustain
this. Exactly, yes.
And then I just have 2 of those interviews, but those would be great podcasts, just to listen to. So I guess I'm trying to figure out, as Rare was saying, just like how to take what I'm already doing and making it, using it in multiple platforms.
Right. Yes. Leveraging your assets, basically. Your content is your asset, and you can use it in so many different ways. Yes. Once you have it.
And just adding to the time consumingness, like what are some ways we can streamline? Yeah, it's one of the ladies was saying that on the call here. So like, is there any like fast track tools, AI tools, regular tools, softwares?
Okay. Well, I mean, it really would depend on what your concern is, but yeah, there basically is a tool for anything that you feel I just can't do that. I just can't show my face.
I can do anything for editing.
For editing.
Stuff like you could take out the for example, there's like a program that can do that for you. Extract.
Wait, so
just in an interview.
Oh.
So for clarification, editing for the editing audio or video or both?
I'm not doing video. I just want to do
audio. Okay.
Yes, there's fast track audio stuff.
Yeah, well, you're gonna be in the zone of the free demo type thing, but there's a free app called Soundtrap, soundtrap.com.
Okay.
You can edit your podcast in that. Usually it's got all the features you need, more advanced than Audacity, or which one is that you're using?
Audacity.
Yeah. It's a little more advanced than Audacity. And it's in the cloud, so you can use it from your phone or anywhere. Video editing and audio editing is a world to itself. So as for specific tools that you guys may want, feel free to let us know the specific issue you're having. So like, for example, you have a piece that you made. I'm assuming it's longer than 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
The first one with the family history one is about 25 minutes.
All right.
And the author interviews have two, and they're, I'd say, between 45 to an hour 15. Like I've done a couple, like talking at length, kind of thing. And I find those a lot to edit, like just times.
Yeah. So since there's really no way around doing a really nice edit and taking the time to make it right.
Right.
But what you can do, since your 25 piece took so long, is look at the content you're saying and segment it into different pieces.
Yes.
DaVinci Resolve is it's the industry standard video editing app. It's free, and you can download that and set up under your lower third and your title, and therefore you can cut your video into separate pieces.
And I've been doing that. I have already been doing that. So it's probably very similar to doing podcasts. Audio.
Same idea.
Right. So tools wise, like what type of lavalier mics? Like clip-on mics, if you're going to podcasts around the city, for instance, and I'm asking questions on the street, like what is there a brand or a type? Because I have a Google Pixel and I can't use the Apple extension things.
Okay. I mean, just don't buy the cheap $40 one, because it's gonna be.
Is there a brand, not the like Chinese?
Panasonic is fine. That's probably the Panasonic is fine. The wired ones are fine.
Okay.
If you get a wireless lav mic, Canadian, I would say for $150 or less, just get a wired one instead, because the quality of it might not be the greatest. It's like, so yeah, but lav mics, another great resource, everyone. Lavalier microphones, little clip-on mics, like clip-on to your
that's what you call it? Oh.
Yeah, that's like the professional film.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it has the battery pack on your waistline or whatever.
Is there like a store you recommend? Like Best Buy?
Yes, Long and McQuaid.
Long and McQuaid. Okay, cool.
Long and McQuaid will help you out with that, for sure. And another great tool that I would say is even more useful than your lavalier mic, because it's more versatile, is a Zoom or a Tascam handheld field recorder. It's about this big. Some of them have a little cross mic on the top. That thing. It looks crazy, but
those are expensive though.
Yeah, but Long and McQuaid will let you finance them. Yeah, you can rent them. And I highly recommend Long and McQuaid for audio equipment, guys. Pardon?
What is it called again?
The Zoom.
Zoom.
Zoom NH5. So Zoom and Tascam. Those are the two. And it's basically called a field recorder.
Okay, that's good.
We're gonna have to wrap up real quick, but I want to ask the people online if they have any questions. Give them an opportunity, please. And then I want to give one last recommendation to deal with the equipment, that like when you guys are asking me about equipment stuff. I have another one last recommendation.
All right. So Tanzina or Mark, do you have any questions for us?
Oh no, the other questions were like giving me my answers. I'm just writing everything down. Now I'm good.
Amazing.
Quick question about the time. Like, is there any do you have any recommendation of how long, like what's more popular, what would be like not too long or not too short? Like, what's a proper length for a podcast, so that people don't find it too boring or it becomes too long, or it's just too quick that people don't even take it seriously or won't want to follow?
That's a great question.
Tanzina, you always come in with the great deep questions and the deep stuff. I love this question because it's the heart of the matter. The answer to this question is there's no right answer. It's actually, the answer to this question is basically, it depends on specifically your podcast, what your audience is, where your audience is, what your goals are with the, like, it's such a broad question with so many answers. If you look at the top podcasts in Spotify or like in commercial, their time lengths are vast. There's podcasts that are like well over an hour, 2 hours that are super popular.
Yeah.
But then there's other ones that are just like 10-minute podcasts that are popular.
Mm-hmm.
So the real answer to this question, Tanzina, is that's part of the reason why, again, why we like to dig in on the one-on-one and provide a one-on-one option for you guys or for people, is because we find that it's the most effective way to get your thing done, because it's so specific. We need time to actually dig in to your podcast one-on-one over the time, and then we can decide, Tanzina, based on all the factors, including how much time you have in life to actually dedicate to this. This is the length that makes sense for your podcast.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry,
Thank
just
you.
got one more question. I'm
Yes.
sorry. So when you're doing a podcast, is it possible or okay to use sample music, or do you have to use your own raw instrumentals?
I would not recommend sample music.
Okay.
Like
even if it's like a free beat from YouTube, or like I can make my
Are
own
you talking
beats.
royalty-free music?
Yeah, like if you use that.
It also depends on what you're talking about. Using it where and like how are you using it in the file? Are you talking about for your intro?
Yeah, just 10 seconds of the intro as you go, hi, I'm Miss Brittany.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Fine. I just need 15 seconds. But I can make my own beats too, but it's just more work to do. I'm just seeing if it's okay.
If you make your own beat though, and you like it, then you own it. And you can do other things with it after that. You can turn that into a song if you wanted one day. If it took off, you understand?
But I have like a producer who makes beats for me. So I was like, if I'm to use their beat over my podcast, but I buy the beats from him.
Yeah.
Is that still clear and is like a free audio?
As long as you bought the beat, it's yours.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want to do with it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I could put my own music in my Spotify, even if I have music on Spotify.
No.
I can't duplicate.
You can't. When you say your music, you mean like music that's in your Spotify playlist that you listen to?
No. I mean, like, I produce music.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I turn my poetry.
Yeah. You put your own music, yes.
So I can use my own music that's already on Spotify, registered as a song.
Yes,
put it in
absolutely.
My podcast, so I can't copyright myself or anything because it's my intellectual property.
It's yours. Exactly.
Okay, cool. Just double check it before I start doing that.
No worries.
All
right. So one last thing I want to say about resources in general. There's so many free resources. It's almost ridiculous in 2026 for everything, including all the equipment that you need to do your podcast. Yes, it's fun and if we have the money to have it our own in our own space, but like there's so many libraries and community spaces in these days that have media spaces that they let people use. I don't know which city everyone is located or where in the city they're located, but even for myself in the Mississauga area, if anyone's in that area, we use the makerspace at the Central Library, and they have full-fledged studios with studio equipment for recording podcasts, recording music, all the software, etc. They have a separate, what do you call it, social media, like photography room with all the equipment, etc. They have another space for sewing machines and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to say is that's just one space, but like throughout the city, take the time to see if you can find a space that's being offered through the city that's free, because that's another way that you could possibly get around the resources or equipment problem.
And I like to give credit where it's due. Anyone who's in this class is probably a resourceful person already.
Yeah.
Yes. You found Arts Etobicoke and opened a whole world of possibilities.
And like, I went to Humber College, and if you are a student there, they have a creative lab. So if you're studying or want to go back to school to study, while you're studying whatever course you choose, you will have access to something called the Idea Lab.
Jeez, let's go.
You could even 3D print, make like little keychain things. I don't know. 3D printing yet.
As yet, I love it.
All right, so online we're good. No more questions.
Any more?
Thank you.
All right.
Good. All right.
Last slide and get out.
All right. This is our final slide, y'all. Thank you very much.
What is the logo? The orange one.
That is
That's your
Eventbrite.
logo.
yes. All right. Who 5 points to anybody? Okay,
Yep.
yeah, we got one.
Eventbrite.
All right.
I've never seen that logo for Eventbrite.
Yeah, they did change their logo fairly last few years. Yeah.
Okay. Ready.
Everyone's rebranding this year.
So please do check us out on Eventbrite. That's where we launch our online versions of our courses, and you can find out more about our coaching on there as well. Instagram, we're there. You can email us, and of course, I don't remember that we put it in the slide, but creativeriseu.com. Hey,
Just show them the Eventbrite page.
uh,
Make it easier.
I suppose I could do that. Event right. I should search for
Is
that.
it free? Is it affordable? What's the budget like for these classes?
Both.
I was just about to say the same thing. Both. We do free ones, we do affordable ones, and it's just when you join our page, you basically see the ones that are there, and you kind of pick and choose when they come along, whenever they come along. I thought you had it bookmarked. That's why I said that. Sorry, I thought you already had it bookmarked.
No,
Sorry, no.
I didn't.
So if I'm running a summer camp,
Yes.
sorry, so sorry, Art, you're wonderful.
Okay.
So if I'm gonna be, sometimes I curate experiences some places. If I'm running like maybe a 2-day workshop
Yes.
with some youth, would you be able to like teach them this, but like actually have each individual make it live?
Yes,
Like off,
that's how,
off their phone.
that's what we usually do. Yes, that's what we were saying. So that's what we love, that part, but we just didn't get to do it today. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I do like violence reduction work and poverty reduction work, so they go hand in hand with each other.
Okay.
So I might do like a contract job where I turn into a coordinator for another show.
Oh, wow.
Do it
Okay.
for them for the month and then
Yes.
and then invest.
Okay.
I'll be in
Yeah.
Pro in May.
Okay.
With an agency called Dreams to Reality, and
Okay.
then I'll be back in West End at like training.
Okay.
Stay connected.
I was just about to say.
Yes, we will. We will.
You're making this more difficult for yourself, by the way. Just go to our website, and then isn't there a link on our website that takes us straight to Eventbrite? Yeah, on the homepage.
So many things that we learned at once.
One of these takes us straight to the Eventbrite.
God, you feel that way, but I don't.
It does. If it's not the join,
Big behind on.
if it's not the join, it's the go back up or join. What happens with it? It doesn't go to Eventbrite.
Yeah, no.
What happens when you go to workshops?
Man, I just.
All right. Well, then just leave it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we are at the end.
Thank you.
So as Tygon was saying,
Yes. Follow us on Eventbrite. Follow us on Instagram. Check out creativeriseu.com, and definitely, stay on Arts Etobicoke, because that's how you get awesome programs like these, and it's for your creative soul, And
Well, I followed you
we're
guys like
here-
15 minutes ago. Sorry.
What's that?
I followed you guys like 15 minutes ago. Sorry, I didn't want to cut you
Oh,
off.
thank you. You'll be the
I've been
first
on
to
the
know.
website.
You'll be the first to get the updates. Thank you very much, guys. And so, yes, we just want to let you know that we're here to help you when you reach the roadblock or you have the challenge that you're like, I need somebody to help me figure this out. That's what we're here for. And as you can see, we're not just dealing with it on one dimension of technical or just about your mindset, but it's the combination of
all three,
Yeah.
together, yeah.
to elevate completely, unleash, elevate, and thrive.
Hi.
Right.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for joining. Again, stay tuned for future professional development workshops. We do run monthly exhibitions and opportunities for artists. So if you're not on our newsletter email list, suggest you register, sign up. and you will find every 2 weeks an email with all that. Okay, thank you.
I want to say thanks to Anna for making this all happen, facilitating all that happening, especially because of the on the online part. That's just amazing because I didn't even know. I thought we were going to be just us. So I was actually scared when you said that when it came the first time, but it's been thankfully it hasn't been too hard. It's actually enriched it to me.
Yes, absolutely.
Experience. So thank you so much for having us. And we'd be happy to come back anytime.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Thanks for the amazing content. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a
Good
great
luck.
night. Have a great night, guys.